This is Carolina AM.
Welcome back. If you look on your calendars, you'll see it says Medicare Monday today. And joining us in the studio is Chris Stockman with Medicare Plans for Everyone and Harry Shewbrooks. Thank you for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, Chris has been on several times before telling us the ease of Medicare. For a person that's not in it, not an easy process, is it?
No, it is not.
Yeah. So you call up Chris. How easy was that process?
Well, it was excellent. I think my wife initially contacted him, and we made arrangements. He came to the house, and we sat down in the living room, had a nice, just cordial conversation. It was nice. He was a real person. Mm-hmm. You know, he has family and whatnot.
Right.
And we talked about different issues, and he asked the right questions to know what your needs were, and I was impressed. So he held my attention, and he hooked me up with a program that was best for me.
Yeah, and I've noticed a few things on the people that we've had come in that have worked with Chris before, that the sort of a running thing is Chris came to you, which has to make it that much easier without having to try to get out, and that convenience is probably key, yeah?
Oh yeah, as opposed to like going to Walmart or some of these other places where you sit down and you don't know the guy. At least he develops a conversation, which I thought was cool. That's made me go back to him the second time.
Nice. So during that first initial run, were there some things about Medicare? Because I don't know how many different things there are. There's a lot, pages and pages and pages. Was there something that you learned that you did not know previously?
Well, I don't know if it was exactly with Medicare, but it's the relationship with Medicare and your whatever insurance that you pick up. For instance, a big thing for me factor was my medication. Mm-hmm. And I've learned that after the initial offer for the medication, and once you reach to a certain point, they start charging you not the best rate, but 25%. And for someone like me that takes what high tier medication was
Tier 3, 4,
tier 3 and 4, like Jardiance and the other one that I take for it's a medication for heart and blood pressure.
Right, so you're taking a few things,
yeah. Yeah, and once you reach a certain amount, they charge you 25%, and that bill for me was $450.
Wow.
And I couldn't do that. So he hooked me up so I can use my VA benefits and I won't have to deal with that.
Right.
But you also said that that's not going to be around in January, right?
Yeah, there's going to be some changes in 2025. There's a lot of moving parts, so definitely a good time to meet with an agent and make sure you get everything squared away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so Harry brings up a great point. Something's not going to be there in 2025 because it's constantly changing. It's unfortunately one of those things. It's never the same. So you are constantly studying up and being able to tell someone, hey, your plan's working great for you now. Here's something we're going to need to change. And that's what makes you the person to go to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to meet anytime. You can call me. I can come to the house, whatever's convenient for the family.
Yeah, and let me blow your mind for a quick second. Harry, how much did this cost for Chris to work with you?
Not at all. Nothing at all.
A goose egg.
Yeah, it was amazing. And not only that, but that he actually goes to several places. You travel like all the way up to North Carolina.
I do.
Don't you?
I do. I cover multiple counties.
It's amazing.
Yeah, which is great because that's our coverage area as well. So you've seen the convenience, and I know everyone you work with is a little bit different. And clearly, we've heard some of the things that you were able to help Harry with. So if you're out there and you've got it, and you think that you've got the right plan, what would you tell that person to why they need to talk to you?
Yeah, I think it's always good to have a second opinion. If you can set up a time for me to come out and review your medications, providers, all of your extra supplemental benefits that are available to you, I may be able to upgrade your plan or get you into a better spot for 2025.
Yeah, and the nice thing is just that convenience of knowing. And so if someone wanted to do this on their own, what would you tell them?
It's like if you got a toothache, you go to a dentist. You don't do it yourself. and you hear all these ads. I look at these things where they're going to give you $1,900 for your groceries. That can't be true.
Right.
And you need someone that knows that. I wouldn't do it on my own.
Right. I just made a mental note too. If the tooth hurts, go to the dentist. That's good. Now that what a great analogy. That's exactly it. Dentist can be a painful process unless you get a good dentist, right? And make it easy. Chris is going to be your dentist for Medicare. How about that? He's not going to do something here. He's going to make your wallet feel better is what's going to happen right there. So reach out to him if you need that. Fellas, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Medicare Mondays, always informative. Make sure you stick around. We've got more Carolina AM coming up after the break.